Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel. Welcome back to the Tesla Plaid channel. It's been 2 weeks since we drove this car. We've been on vacation. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back and be headed to the Dragstrip. We're on our way out to Showtime. We've been getting a lot more cars out there lately. As weather cools down like this, it's much better for the internal combustion engines. Hoping to see a lot of cars out there tonight. Some in the low sixes, maybe an occasional 5-second car or two. Let's see if we can get lined up with some. I'm excited. Showtime Dragstrip, November 3rd, 2021. It's a good turnout. Still a little bit early. But a lot of 7-second cars and up. That Nova SS. I may have run that car before. Not sure if he's got his tune together. I haven't seen this Corvette before. I love this wrap. Looking sharp with the gold wheels. Doesn't quite have the tire though. Those tires aren't going to get that car down the track in 6 seconds. But a sharp looking car. We got the Hellcat Durango, over 700 horsepower, all-wheel drive, but it's a heavy vehicle. Can't quite call it a sleeper with those big Hellcat logos on there though. This Hellcat Challenger's on Mickey Thompson HE Street R drag radials. It's a good amount of tire. Don't know if he's got any mods or not, but 707 horsepower. I'm hoping he's got some modifications. If he's only got 707 horsepower, that's going to be about a 7-second car. 396 stroker. Now this Corvette is a work of art. Look at this beautiful Stingray. Unfortunately, he's only running 7s, so won't give us a competitive race. In fact, that Nova over there is only running 7s also. Haven't found any 6-second cars yet. Got a few interesting cars coming out, but again, most of them 7 seconds and up. All right, we're just making a warm-up pass here against this tuned Audi. All right, we're just in plaid mode. That's all we should need. We're just making a warm-up pass basically here. Reaction. Oh, we got a good old one. Look at that. It would appear that Audi significantly treed me if I read the board right.
618, 120.
Just a warm-up pass, you know?
There's a kid down there, I think it's a white, either a BMW or a Mercedes.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone into the 5s, you know?
The 5s?
Yeah, 599.
Okay. I saw 699 on that the 4-door white Mercedes. The guy that makes a lot of runs.
Again, I'll let you know.
I think he's in the high 6s if it's the one I'm thinking of. The only other car that's seriously fast out here is that Nova with the parachute.
Yeah,
It's running a 550. Right? I think it was a 549 at 130 or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd make for an interesting video if I can get him to line up, but he seems a little bit too serious to... Yeah. All right, Tom. We ran a 618 at 120.1 just in straight plaid mode, and the tuned Audi ran a 7.4 at 94.6 miles an hour. Margin at the finish line, 1.1 seconds. Right now, you're the only car I've seen running 6s, so...
You gotta count to 10, then you go.
99, that's a 6. We're going to go launch mode this time.
To a sold-out Kenny Chesney show years ago, and he was inspired to become a country star himself. This week, we welcome Dustin Lane.
I'm going to wait till he moves. First car in the 6s I've been able to get lined up with tonight. We need some low 6s.
The only thing I have is a winner.
Yeah.
He's got a -5 light.
Oh,
but that's it. There's nothing else on there.
oh, he didn't get a real time. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, neither one of us got a time.
You
Yeah.
have to do it over again.
Yeah, we will. All right. Is that the one you were thinking?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Because of the way he had backed up and restaged. Nothing on that time slip, so we'll do it again. I don't want to screw him up as much as I did, so I'm
No,
going
I just
first.
told him. No, you can drop it. I told him. I said, don't start getting on it until you see the light come down, because he's on it too long. So you do your thing.
I'm going to wait for him to leave anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Move again. Oh, I gave him a lot there. Hell yeah. It sounded like he was able to make the launch he wanted. I made the launch I wanted. I can see I'm in peak performance ready now. I don't think I was at the moment I left.
603, 119.
Oh, nice. I gave him the move.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, competitive. Couple tenths at the finish. Always fun. I ran a 603 at 119.8. The AMG ran a 696 at 101.67. I gave him a decent move there. I gave him 0.63 seconds. And the finish line margin, 0.29. It's one of the faster runs I've seen that car make. It's getting deeper into the 690s. So fun race. Until I find something faster, at least I'm going down the track with somebody. There are some good looking cars that have just shown up on trailers. And let's face it, if a car's not on a trailer, it's not likely to be giving me a challenge out here. That Nova that we just passed there is running 550s, but he's a serious professional racer and doesn't seem interested. Let's see if we can get lined up with one of these trailered cars. Thanks for the run, man, as always. I'm gonna run this thing next.
What?
This guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be fun.
That's gonna be a fun video.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight,
Good,
man?
Bill.
Race anybody yet?
I'm gonna race this guy next.
I was just gonna say, man.
That looks interesting. That looks spectacular. All right, this guy's running a 440 small block and a Powerglide transmission. You can see he's got big Hoosiers on there. This car is all out. All right, you want an interesting race? Doesn't get much more interesting than this. And I have never seen this car run before, so he could be running 5s or he could be running 6s. But I don't think he's running 7s because this car is all out on wheelie bars, full slicks, not even remotely street legal. Have you seen this car run before?
Huh?
Have you seen that car run before? I've never seen it either.
No, but I know he's getting extra prep. So
Yeah, he
heads
is,
up.
he is. Cars that have arranged for the track to give them extra prep are usually some all-out cars. I'm expecting them to make a pass. Hopefully it'll be a competitive race. Again, I haven't seen this car run before, but it's all out. Whoa. Sorry. We are not going to try launch mode. That's just too risky out here. But we are going to try to cut a decent light. Just didn't launch. I don't know what was going on there. Well, I red lit anyway, so don't know what happened with the car in that pass, which is very unfortunate because that could have been an interesting race. unless he's no time, we should have a sense for what time he's running. But what happened with the car, I have no idea. Maybe I should have started doing dragstrip mode at least. It sometimes gets out of, well, dragstrip mode's inconsistent. It spins in dragstrip mode as much as it does in plaid mode, so don't know what I did wrong there. Might have just been the track. Finally got an interesting race lined up, and I'm just spinning back there.
701 at 100.
But what did he run was the $1 million question. Whoa, 5.7. And an 08 reaction.
And Millsy said there's not enough glue to hold that car to this track.
It's a fast car. So even though I was spinning, it wouldn't have made any difference. I could have had my best run, and he still would have taken me by 2/10. So yeah. I don't feel bad, but you know, I at least wanted to be competitive going down. But
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So that car was fast. 575 at 123 miles an hour, and my car did not perform. I ran a 701 at 100.4. I got out of it before I crossed the finish line. It was a lost cause at that point, and there was no reason to stay in it hard. But yeah, even my best 6.0 would not have given that car a run for its money. But hey, we'll go down the track next to anyone. I was disappointed we couldn't give him a more competitive race. He runs a mid 8-second quarter mile and has run as fast as low 5s out here. He says his best 8 miles are 5:20. He spun a fair amount in our pass, which is why I ran a 5.70. He just ran a 5.40 at 124 miles an hour. All right, this C4 Corvette 60 foot's down in the 130s, I believe. But we're having traction issues in the Tesla here, so if we don't hook up, he's gonna go right past us. Really quick car. We're gonna run plaid mode because I don't want to hit it with too much power out of the hole. We red lit on that previous race anyway, so we lost that race 7 ways from Sunday. Maybe technically lost it 3 different ways. Red lighting it, obviously at the finish line on ET as well. That C4 Corvette is quick. Totally out 60 footed us.
621, 119.
All right, thank you. We ran a 621 at 119. Not a great reaction there, 0.11. Bob in the C4 Corvette, always reliable at the light, an 0.16 reaction, and a 665 at 101.6. Margin at the finish line, 0.34. Good fun run. That seemed like a good run for you, Bob.
Yeah.
You were saying 101.5. Usually you had almost 101.7, 0.69.
What's that now? Oh, yeah.
On the mile an hour?
Yeah, picked up the mile an hour. But yeah, my mile an hour usually varies by about 300ths, and I don't know why.
Were you shaking the tires at all that time?
It felt like it spun a little bit.
I spun a little bit.
After the hit. Once I hit it, and the run before, it spun bad.
The prep is different tonight.
About 700 sound.
Did you talk to anybody at the track?
Well, he said he didn't do anything different, but Because he came over after my first hit when I bounced the tires real bad. He came over and said, "What did you change?" I said, "I put a quarter pound of air in the tires." He said, "Oh, yeah." He says, "You didn't change anything here."
Well,
he says the stuff I'm using here is real aggressive, and I don't know if he changed product or not.
you know, the weird thing is
PJ1. He's always had PJ1 here, unless he's mixing it different now or something.
Yeah. Well, was it Millsy you talked to, or Robert, or who?
Millsy.
Yeah. Well, see if he gives you any other clue as they reprep it and what they do. But my first hits were good. I was all low sixes, but when I ran a 7.0, I was spinning all the way down. And when I talked to him, he thought that the prep was going to be better in the first half, and that something about the way they did it, it was wearing off a little faster. And that seemed completely consistent with my runs and the other Plaid. Well, I lost a full second.
Every pass I changed tire pressure and stuff, so I don't know where the hell I'm at now.
Yeah. But
I mean, it wasn't a bad pass, but it wasn't what it should have been.
5.8. But fun run, and you were quick as always. But 141, right? You're normally like 138, 139 on the 60 foot?
I've been 130, 139 I should be, 140.
Yeah, so you did lose...
on an average kind of night.
You did lose 200s there.
So
Cool.
I'm still losing some, well, I lost one.
I'm looking forward to seeing what your suspension was doing on the launch, and I'll see that when I see the video. Okay. And I'll try to get the video posted within a few days, and you'll be able to see...
dropping the tire pressure down could hurt it too.
Yeah.
I'll know a little bit better once I look at the data log. See if I can see anything on there. And the last one, it was very obvious. I had a little spike in RPM.
Yeah.
At 700s from the hit.
Yeah.
So it's about halfway to the 60 foot. And that was the peak of it. And it did one of these. I was a camel hump.
I was having some issues in those same spots. I mean, it wasn't. It was.
Well, he usually sprays before you go up, and I didn't see him do that this time.
No, he didn't on this pass.
Yeah, last time your friend was shooting video from the bleachers. So and that worked out real well. That was beautiful stuff.
Yeah, he's got a.
In the car, sometimes it's not quite as good because there's things in the way, Christmas tree and walls and people and other shit.
We'll see how it turns out. Thanks for the run, Bob. Thanks. Always fun, man.
Yeah, anytime.
Next up, we're running Ricky Bobby. Seriously, Ricky Bobby here in the station wagon on slicks. We're gonna run this in Plaid mode. And they just re-prepped the track, so I'm expecting more traction than before. Solid pass for Plaid mode. Traction was good all the way down.
617, 119.
All right. We ran a 617 at 119.2 miles an hour. Station wagon on slicks ran a 728 at 93.6 miles an hour. Margin of 1.1 seconds at the finish line. The reactions were pretty close, 0.18 for each of us, so we left together. Similar 60 foot, so I had a 151 to his 156, but we had big power on the top end that his car didn't have, so fun race. Got a couple of good looking Mustangs here.